Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing my first impressions of PDP Rematch, a wired Xbox controller with 2 programmable back buttons. Let's take a look. Let's start with the design of the controller. It looks and feels very much like the traditional Xbox controller, but the only addition here is a new multifunction button at the front, and of course we have those 2 programmable back buttons. The controller costs $29.99 here in UK, and for that price you get the controller, a fairly long rubber USB-C cable, and a quick start guide, which does a really good job in explaining how to use the features of this controller. Let's quickly take a look how we use this new multifunction button to control the features of this controller. You can press and hold and press the D-pad up and down for the headset volume, or you can press and hold and press the right and left for the game and chat volume mix. Now to program the back buttons, all you have to do is press and hold, press the back button you like to program, the light starts flashing, now press the face button you want to program to, and that's it. That's how you do that. You repeat the same thing for the other button, and that's it. To change on the fly, there are no profiles, so unfortunately you will have to do that every time you have to change what the back buttons do. Now this also functions as a mic mute switch. All you do for that is you double tap, now your mic is muted, and if you double tap, now your mic is working. Let's talk about the buttons of the controller. They click just like a normal Xbox controller, but the D-pad is a very soft click. The thumbstick tension is exactly like a standard Xbox Series X console controller, and the height and the size of the thumbsticks is exactly like that. The only extra bit here is we have this little groove inside the thumbstick to probably hold your tip of the thumb a bit better than the standard controller. The triggers have no trigger stops, so full travel. The bumpers are very nice, and the thumbstick click is a lot louder than a normal Xbox controller. The back buttons are really nicely placed. Whilst holding this controller, I didn't feel like I will accidentally press them. The grip is a bit beefier in your hand than the standard controller, which I really liked. The difference between the standard and this one, so the new controller has this slight texture at the back, which does provide you with a feel of extra grip, and also the triggers has that as well. Now this controller, when I looked at the pictures, it looks beautiful, this texture at the back. I thought this texture will really help with the grip. But it's a very fine texture. It is really beautiful, but it doesn't help with the grip. It's just a look. Looks very nice. Now I don't have very sweaty hands, or maybe I just don't do long enough gaming sessions to find that out, but I did not feel like this controller slipping or anything for the time I spent on it. The only thing I noticed was the loudness of the thumbsticks, one. The other thing was the way the triggers are designed. There is no like extra ridge at the end or a dip on the sides. So when you press them, it can feel like your finger's gonna slip off. Like a standard controller has a bit texture on the triggers, and it gives you the feeling of having a bit more grip. But other than that, it performed really well. Now usually, so I've been playing with the Turtle Beach Recon and the Power A enhanced wired controller. I will do a comparison of these 3, so stay tuned for that. Now when I play with these controllers, I usually add a taller thumb grip. It's just how they sit in your hand. With the PDP, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to add the standard size thumb grip. For some reason I felt I didn't need that extra height. I didn't feel like, the aim was off or anything. It felt really good, and yeah, that's all I want to do. One thing is there are no anti-friction rings with the stick, so if you're just sitting and doming like this, you could feel like, oh, it's scraping a bit, but during the play or the sessions, I never felt like, I didn't even realize that wasn't there. I was just like sitting and looking at this. I was like, oh, okay, they don't have that. So my first thoughts are very positive. Also, the paint job, I have to say, it looks very nice. In my local shop, this was the only one available. There are 2 other designs. I probably would have liked to get the black and gray one. That looked really nice, but that wasn't available. It's a very good job. The controller looks very beautiful. And oh yeah, the USB-C connector is not like a proprietary sort of, any cable will work in there, which is a good thing. So if you have other cables, it will work. It's not like there is a groove that a certain style cable has to go in. So yeah, that's my first impressions of the controller. Once I have spent more time with it, I will do a full review. Also, I will compare it to the other controllers in its price range, and hopefully I will see you in those videos. Thank you.